beautiful facility here. How long have you been in this space?
We've been here for 7 years, but we're very fortunate. We're right in the middle of town. Very convenient from the north, from the south. Salespeople can drop by, bring samples.
We've known each other a long time, right? I mean, we go quite a long time, you know?
Yes.
And I've always known you as the king, but I don't know the story of the king. I don't know where the kingdom came from.
My background before getting into this industry was I sold packaging for 15 years. Actually, let me take that back. Sold packaging for 11 years. And one of the products that we sold as a company, it was a large company, were labels. After about 9 years, I wanted to start my own business. Because I thought, all right, I want to try this. So I researched a lot. You know, I put together my own spreadsheet and data on all the companies that I could on what they do, what machines they have, that kind of thing, as I was investigating. So that's when I sort of made the decision. And that decision was pegged when I made the commitment was when I registered for class at Fullerton Junior College. So Fullerton Junior College has a Flexo program. I went and took a class to learn how to print. As I started that class, I figured I needed 3 things, okay? I needed someone to run the press. I needed to get I wanted a Webtron 650 because that's a industry workhorse. I needed cutting dies. And during the class, there was a company up in LA shut their doors forcibly. But what happened there is they had an auction, but I was able to get the cutting dies. So at that auction, I bought the customer service manager's office, a pallet jack, and cutting dies. So we had 1 out of the 3 components that we needed. Okay. Coincidentally enough, there was another label guy who I met through my search and analysis of label companies. So long story short, we negotiated. So he had a Webtron, and he had someone who ran the Webtron, who, you know, if he sells his company, this guy needs a job. Right. This guy happened to be an excellent printer. So then we were able to put it all together probably in about 2 months. I'm gonna say June 2002. During this process, I was trying to figure out a name for a company. San Diego, there's a bail bondsman called King Stallman. You know, he was the best marketer in San Diego, in my opinion. So that was one thing. Another thing is up in LA, when I went out with another guy from a label company to pick his brain, took me to a place called Taco King. You know, I was trying to figure out a name. I'll be the label king. So I'm the label king.
I love it.
So I anointed myself. There's no official.
The title.
I usurped the title in a coup of other label companies. So that's how I got the name, the Label King.
I think our paths originally crossed around the environmental committee, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, and your passion for, at the time, was probably liner recycling, maybe. So fill me in. I mean, you're Southern California, San Diego, environment's important. So I mean, where does that fit into your personal mission and how that evolves into the company and whatnot?
In Southern California, actually in California, the environment is a very important thing, as it is nationwide. It is all over the world, for that matter. So, as a supplier of products in this industry, there's a lot of waste that is out there. One of the things that I try and do is, you always try and do the right thing. You always try and do the right thing with your customers, with your employees, with your family, with your peers, with your vendors. Doing the right thing can sometimes be difficult, but everyone knows how to do the right thing or what the right thing is. If you do the right thing, good things will happen. And that's what we try and do here. So doing the right thing is to try and figure out what to do with the liner. So customers, oh yeah, that's great. And again, I had no idea what was happening and not happening nationally.
Right.
So then Cal Frost, who is a mentor of yours, a mentor of mine, so that's who I somehow hooked up with. I don't remember how, but somehow I got his name. So I talked to him, and he was like, "Ah, that's the greatest thing, yeah, let's do it." So he facilitated that. He embraced it, so we started, working with him to recycle the liner, which was great. And again, I had no idea about the larger footprint. My first TLMI meeting was in Arizona. So I went to the meeting, and I'm a small converter in San Diego. And by all the leaders, the label leaders who are there, leaders who I read about in the magazines. Right. And now all of a sudden I was talking to these people, and they're like, "Oh, hey, welcome up, this is great, glad to have you here." And I'm able to pick their brain and learn things about all kinds of stuff. I was like, "Oh, wow, this is amazing." And then they had the environmental meeting, and Cal's like, "Oh yeah, I got to go to the meeting." "Oh great, I don't know what's going on. I just want to figure it all out." And Cal's up there, and Cal gets going. He's all, "Is Robert Parker here?" Yeah. "Well, Robert Parker's doing something that all of you," and he starts going on, and I'm just sitting there going, "You're telling all these people what I'm doing? I'm trying to figure out what they're doing." But then I realized that the organization, everyone's learning from other people, and that's the spirit of the organization, is to try and figure things out together. So then I realized, which totally blew my mind, that people weren't recycling liner on a regular basis. And then you think about it, it's like, why not? I use this analogy. Coca Cola, everyone knows how to recycle a Coke can. Everyone knows how to do it. It's up to the individual whether they're going to take that empty can of Coke and throw it out the window. Are they going to put it in the trash? Are they going to put it in the recycling bin? But people know what to do. And that's what I've been trying to push, is give people the knowledge on what to do. And we can do that as an industry.
The king has a dream. The king has a dream.
That is the dream.
Yeah, no, we're going to get there.
And
we're getting there.
We are getting there. But using TLMI, and getting back to that, is, as a small company, it's my own money that I'm spending. So I have to look at it as an investment in my company. And to be able to get away, and it's almost, for me, like a retreat. Because I can talk to people and say, "Hey, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? I'm having a problem with this. What should I do here? What machine are you using? What are the pitfalls that you've had with the machine? And what are the positives that you've had with the machines?" Because that's what you want to have, is you need partners around you to help build your business.
You're firing me up. I'm about ready to flip the table, man.
Let's do it. Let's go.
I'm serious. I officially declare you a labelator.